we go, ladies and gentlemen. The new... Today's video is packed with information, everything from past, present, and future. As today we're going to be taking a look at a lot of things that were ready to go ahead and be used in this Fortnite season that wasn't. There's a very high chance of being used in the next season. We're also going to be covering all the information we know and everything you need to do to get ready for the huge live event versus Galactus in just a few days, and then taking a look at the next season, including leaks and extra information that I've dug up, letting us know what we're going to be getting next season. And trust me, it looks awesome. If you're watching right now, this is one of your final chances to hit that thumbs up button to help defeat Galactus. 1 like equals 1 wave. We're going to wave at Galactus today. We're waving him goodbye because hopefully we're going to defeat him in the crazy live event. And make sure you subscribe to see the live event so you do not miss out on it. Pop in code Allier. It only takes a few seconds to get a shout out in front of millions of people like these guys on screen here. And huge news, the Allier merch, the official hoodies, hats, and t-shirts are 30% off for this weekend only. There'll be a link in the description to allier.shop, so make sure you're picking something up this weekend at a discount if you want it for Christmas. I'll remind you guys at the end of the video as well. So in this video's 3-part journey of past, present, and future, we're going to take a look in the past. Did you know that we were meant to get many more mythics? One of them being Mystique's dual-wielding mythic pistols. They were ultimately scrapped, unfortunately. We saw lots of mythics this season, but it looks like Mystique's ones are not going to be happening unless by the off chance they're dropped as a floor loop weapon within the live event. We may never see them again as this Marvel season is coming to an end. Oh, so sad. Also, there was coding in the game for a male version of the Hulk skin. We got the female version in the battle pass, and an M, a male version, was apparently going to be coming to the store at some point in this season. It was in the game and coded, however, that hasn't dropped yet. It's not been leaked in any in-game files. It's definitely not coming out this season. Potentially a skin at some point in the future, but 1 like equals 1 prayer for the male Hulk skin, which could potentially now never come to the game. Since the very beginning of the Fortnite season, we've all been waiting to see what happens with the heli-carrier, and we'll talk about that a little bit more when it comes to the live event, but the vault inside of it, and also Nick Fury's eye patch were big hints at the fact that it was going to be an accessible part of the Fortnite map, and also potentially a Nick Fury skin. Well, we're literally a few days away from the end of the season. Nick Fury's nowhere to be seen, and unless that vault opens up and, who knows, maybe a male Hulk holding Mystique's mythics are inside, we're never going to get anything cool out of a heli-carrier either. A big disappointment, I know. It really sucks. There was actually quite a lot of healables, weapons, and abilities that were leaked this season. One of them including the Slurp Bazooka. We all know the bandage bazooka, but this one worked a little bit differently. But actually go ahead and fire out, well, slurp juice, basically. It would be obviously more effective and arguably rarer than the bandage bazooka. It has not been used this season. This does have a chance of coming out next season because it's not tied to the Marvel theme. Keep an eye on my videos, as always, and I'll let you know if we find out anything more about this mysterious Slurp Bazooka. Next up, let's take a look at the present and the not-so-far future when it comes to the live event. I'm going to run down super quickly everything we know and then lead into all of the secrets for the next Fortnite season as well. So let's kick it off. Galactus himself felt the power of the 0 point at the end of the Chapter 1 season during the live event as the 0 point exploded, and has ever since been flying towards us. He's now super close and at a point where literally his head is about to stick out of the water, getting ready to ultimately fight us on December the 1st, Tuesday, which is when the live event's going to be going down. The in-game countdown can be seen by everyone on the lobby screen, the battle pass, and by the heli-carrier as well. That will actually be updated to turn into a triangle warning sign as we get even closer as well, letting us know that something big is about to be happening, so keep an eye on that countdown. Heli-carrier images have been found above the Fortnite map, and as I said before, we never got the ability to do that during the season, but the likelihood of a heli-carrier being above the map potentially for the live event, giving us a vantage point to take on Galactus, is very high indeed. There's been many references from Fortnite themselves and the addition of the Iron Man manipulated jetpack to look very red and very cool, which is definitely going to be used in helping us take down Galactus to get that height vantage point as well. More recently, and very interestingly, Fortnite has shared an image letting us know that the space characters from last season, 2 characters in both male and female form that landed, or crash landed I should say, on the map, We fixed their ship, and then they flew off again. They did return for a little, like, bonus XP period at the end of last season, but we haven't seen them since. However, this image promoting the event does show the female skin, potentially letting us know that she's going to be a key factor in helping us during this Galactus battle. Definitely keep an eye out for her. Talking of people, there's been altered files for Jonesy, the Jonesy that was the talking version of himself in the live event recently, where we went into his office. The likelihood of him returning in another cutscene aspect of the live event is very high indeed, and we know that the live event file is absolutely huge and could potentially be the longest and biggest live event we've ever had so far. The battle buses have been altered by Iron Man himself, holding gamma cells, which apparently we may be able to actually fly in the live event. World's first flying battle bus experience. Sounds cool. Apart from the fact we've got to take down this giant monster that's trying to kill us. And as we know, the ultimate goal here is to try and defeat Galactus because he wants to consume our world, eat the 0 point, and gain all of its power. Now, there are two outcomes here. We lose. Galactus goes ahead, consumes the 0 point power, destroys and eats up everything that is Fortnite world related, and I mean, we go into a black hole. There's a possibility that's going to happen. We know the black hole files have been updated. We expect there to be downtime after the live event for then the new season to kick off on Wednesday, the 2nd of December straight away. However, I don't think that's going to happen. The other option is that we go ahead and defeat Galactus and win. It is the most beautiful day on the Fortnite island as everything returns back to normal and Fortnite continues as it was. So, I'm going to be honest, I think it's going to be a little bit of both. It's going to be a bit down the middle. I think we'll ultimately be losing the battle for a lot of the live event, and then something crazy will happen. Somebody will come and help us, maybe these space people, maybe Jonesy, and we'll ultimately turn it all around to manage to save the Fortnite island. But we know that there will still be damage. There'll still be a lot of destruction. We've seen that from the images that Fortnite have been tweeting out with all of the broken pieces on the floor. We know that the back bling from the crew bundle that's going to be coming out soon has the world of Fortnite with fire and explosion and broken pieces coming out of it. It's not going to be an easy battle. The 0 point is obviously the reason this is all going down, a huge power source within the world of Fortnite. Donald Mustard, the lead storyteller for Fortnite and everything that goes on within the world of Fortnite, has changed his location, as he always does near these live event timings, to literally be the 0 point. So we know this thing's going to come into play at some point during the event and probably do something crazy again. Do we defeat him? Do we not? We'll all be finding out in a few days' time, and I'll be watching it live here right on the channel. Regardless of what happens, we have an idea and we know a lot of things as to what's coming next. I've got some additional leaks that no one else is talking about and more. First off, Fortnite did an oopsie and shared some images they weren't meant to, including the boot image for Fortnite Season 5, letting us know that the Mandalorian skin from the TV show will be available and will most likely be the secret skin for the next season. And on top of that, Baby Yoda as a back bling. Who would have thought it? Honestly, not me. I've seen it memed. Did I actually think it's going to happen? No way. But here we are. It's going to happen. Now, having Star Wars as the whole theme for the next season, I think it's unlikely. On the side of the Mandalorian for this loading image, we can see two very Fortnite-y characters that don't look Star Wars related at all. So it seems we're going to be reverting away from having a themed season and back to something Fortnite story driven. Do you guys like that? Did you like the Marvel season? What do you guys think of that? Leave a comment down below. But that's not all. I've dug out some extra secrets that will literally blow your mind. Somebody tweeted at Dwayne The Rock Johnson saying, wow, doesn't this look almost like a Fortnite version of you? Someone else replied saying, don't give them ideas. And then The Rock himself said, way ahead of you. Great minds think alike. Has The Rock accidentally just gone ahead and leaked the fact that he's going to be getting a skin, maybe within the next Fortnite season? Who knows? But I'm just saying, if The Rock becomes an Icon Series skin within Fortnite, you heard it here first. How crazy is that? And when it comes to new seasons, there's always new weapons. Take a look at how many weapons are on screen here. Unfinished weapons that have been sat in the in-game files for about a month or so now and are waiting to be used. And the next season will be perfect. We've got Frozen in there. We're obviously moving into a Christmas snowy period. We've got thermal, burst, big money, tracking, run and gun, dragon breath sniper, and more. There's a chance that a lot of these weapons will be uncovered, built up, and finalized for the next season. So have a read of those names and let me know what you think. A lot of them in there could be coming to the game and making a big change to the way that we play Fortnite. Talking of Fortnite, talking of Christmas, snow, presents, and Christmas trees. That was the big theme we had last year. And for those of you guys that have forgotten, we had a load of of awesome free presents that we could open up every single day during the Christmas period, including, now that I think about it weirdly enough, the Star Wars spaceship was available as well, and now a year later we're getting a Mandalorian. Was that foreshadowing from Fortnite? Who knows? Well, thanks to Tweet on Twitter, he says the Winterfest fireplace sounds were updated during this season. That means they're being altered, they're being renewed, they're being turned into something even cooler. I mean, free presents returning for this year's Christmas period is highly likely. That's not at all. According to in-game files, the weather for snow and the snow effect particles on the ground have been updated as well, meaning although it isn't too obvious that we're going to be getting a Christmas theme or not from the images we've seen so far, the likelihood of there being snow, presents, and more Christmas themes is likely at some point next season as we get closer to Christmas. Woo, so much information. Are you excited? Let me know. Guys, don't forget 30% off this weekend only. If you wanted the comfiest hoodie I've ever worn, go and check it out, tioday.shop, link in the description. There's more videos on screen here. Keep on watching for more Fortnite news and information, and I look forward to reading your comments to see what you think about all of this craziness. Welcome everyone. Today we've got another jam-packed video all about Fortnite and what's about to happen next. We're coming towards the end of this season. The new one is less than a week away, can you believe it? And we're going to be taking a look at more information about the end of season live event. First look at Galactus as a Fortnite skin, not the giant one that's going to be taking part in the live event. And I may or may not have been massively trolled. All will be explained towards the end of this video, so make sure you stick around for that. But it's all to do with the end of this season, Galactus, the live event. It will make more sense when you see it. If you're watching right now and you're excited for the end of this season and the start of the next, hit that thumbs up button. Your support and likes are so much appreciated. And of course, subscribe here to the channel to see the event live next Tuesday, December the 1st, live streamed here on the channel so none of you miss it. Also, tomorrow is Black Friday, and all weekend long we're going to be running a 30% discount on the Allier store kicking off tomorrow. So head on over to allier.shop to pick up your merch at 30% off for this weekend only. Do not miss out. Fortnite have just tweeted this out saying fighting Galactus tip 87. Not sure where the other 86 tips went, but it says don't forget your jetpack, prepare for the final battle. Now we already know that the repurposed jetpacks, which are Iron Man themed,
Fortnite Chapter 2 completely changed the game of Fortnite.
Far more interesting
Of
than that though
new
is that
things
on
in this
this
brand new
image,
chapter.
take a look
We
at
had
that
to say
character.
goodbye
The
to so
space
many
suit
old things
woman
as well.
is
I
the one
jumped
that
onto
had
Twitter and
tiny
asked
story
you guys
like a really
which
cool
things
Easter
you
egg
missed
at the
the
end of
most in
last
the brand new
season, where
Fortnite
her
chapter
and also
2.
her male counterpart crash landed their ship onto the map. We helped them escape, and then they flew off into the distance, and that was kind of the last thing we ever saw of them. It was really odd and didn't make any sense at the time, but it seems that they're going to be playing a bigger part in this live event and what's going to be happening next in Fortnite than we ever realized. Are they going to be helping us in this battle? Have they been traveling to and from different worlds to help us ultimately defeat Galactus? It's a super exciting part of a live event that I'm definitely going to be keeping my eyes on to see how they end up helping us defeat Galactus. Well, we may not defeat him. We could lose against him. Who knows? Talking of Galactus in the live event, we're going to go in game and have an update on where he is, and also take a look at a secret Easter egg that a lot of you guys have been tweeting me, showing that perhaps Galactus has been teased from the very start of Chapter 2 after all. Also, take a look at the Fortnite store. We got brand new 2020 NFL skins. These are new editions of all of the NFL skins, tons of options. We've also got a brand new Cobb, whose head actually like explodes as he takes damage and turns into popcorn. Yeah, look at that. And do not forget that all of these Marvel skins may not ever be available again. This is the end of the Marvel season, so go ahead, please. Pop in code Allier. It only takes a few seconds to get a shout out in front of millions of people like these guys on screen here. The code does go away every 2 weeks, so double check that it's popped in there. Thank you, everyone. You're amazing. Oh my gosh. It is safe to say that Galactus is so much more out of the water than when I last checked. You can almost start to see his eyes. He is going to be huge. Bearing in mind he's miles and miles away from the island, it is going to be an absolutely massive battle. But what if I told you that potentially the fact that Galactus was coming towards the island has been teased since the beginning of Chapter 2? We do know, if you've watched all of my videos, that the power of the explosion from the 0 point at the end of Chapter 1 leading into this season was the reason that Galactus has been flying towards us. That energy impulse that was sent out has been drawing him in. And obviously now, finally, like a year later, he's arrived. But what if he'd been teased from the very beginning? To view this, we're going to go to the lighthouse, the north point of the map. We're going to go all the way to the top, actually. All the way up. How tall is this lighthouse? Right, we're eventually there. And we're going to build all the way up to the top of the lighthouse. Can it be seen? I'm going to be honest with you. I think it may be this part. I'll throw the image up on screen here. People are saying that there's an outline of what looks to be Galactus's helmet and head that's over there, actually etched onto the side of a lighthouse here. I think it's a little bit of a long stretch. Not too sure if Epic Games would do that. Let me know what you think. Does it look like Galactus? Some people say it looks like the Storm King even. Do you reckon they've been teasing Galactus all the way from the beginning of this map? One thing we can see about Galactus right now is what he would look like as a skin in-game. I believe these are official assets taken from the game by Mix on Twitter, and this shows him condensed down as a Fortnite character. Now, as far as we're aware, this could be used in the live event in some way. There's no confirmation as to whether or not this guy will be coming out as a skin, but judging by some of the events in the past where a lot of the characters have turned out to be skins, this could be the very first time we've seen the official Galactus skin. And take a look at him doing this weird glitch as well. Yeah, that glitch still actually works. Question is, how are we going to defeat this monstrosity of a beast? Well, Fortnite has let us know that the powering of the battle bus is by these new gamma cells. It's like the green mist we can see coming off of the battle bus rather than the balloons we're used to seeing. And apparently the battle buses are filled with gamma cells as well. So are we going to just drive these battle buses into Galactus? I thought we were meant to be driving them. That would like literally eliminate ourselves, wouldn't it? Either way, these gamma cells are going to be a big way of us hopefully defeating Galactus in the live event if everything goes well. Talking of a live event, a little bit of spoilers here. From the in-game files, we can find assets from the previous live events have been re-enabled. So, for example, some of the light coming from the pressure plant from where the mecha was built in previous season's events. We've also got ourselves the beam that was used by the monster to attack the mecha during the monster versus robot event. We've also got effects for the 0 point when it was on the map and just sat there in the middle with the low gravity area before it eventually destroyed the island. It seems from a lot of the data that we're getting here that potentially a lot of the older events will be revisited in some way, or potentially a lot of the monsters and the people fighting in those previous events will come to help us somehow. I don't know. Epic have crazy ideas, and whether or not we're going to win or lose, well, actually, I can't lie, it's not looking too good. If you haven't seen my recent video, yes, we got a very early look at the next Fortnite season. Fortnite did an oopsie and accidentally released some images and assets for the next season. Again, spoilers, letting us know that the Mandalorian bounty hunter skin and also the baby Yodas of back bling will most likely be the secret skin for the next season. And it seems as if the overarching theme will be Fortnite story driven rather than Star Wars, for example. That's more just like an additional
sounds. I'm fucking scared as fuck. What the fuck is that sound? Just...
skin thrown in there. On top of that, there was an announcement for a new crew purchasable monthly payment where you get yourself 1,000 V-Bucks. All the battle passes will be free as long as you're paying for the subscription, and tons of other cool features. And one of them showed off a back bling where the world, and most likely the Fortnite island, it ain't looking too hot. And found by ZykeFN on Twitter, you can see this asset of Galactus and literally a world being destroyed in almost an identical fashion to the back bling on that Fortnite skin. Which means, I mean, A, Galactus is absolutely ginormous. We certainly haven't said that enough here on the channel. But B, potentially the world does get absolutely messed up. How we make it into the next season alive, I do not know, but it's going to be absolutely wild. Talking of the live event, who wants to see it early? That's what I thought was about to happen when Trimix accidentally screen shared his PC screen to me whilst I was in a Discord call with him. I got absolutely trolled. Let's take a look at what I thought was the leaked live event video and see what happens.
Yo.
Hello, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. What about you?
Good, good. Grinding videos, you know.